Orīgo Innovation, creative visualization method to unleash your inner genius. Orīgo Innovation will take you on a journey through time and space to the precise moment of the Big Bang, where you will witness the creation of the universe in the front row and travel the paths of evolution to nourish yourself with 3.8 billion years of nature's experience. Then you will travel to the year 2100, where you will visualize the progress of technologies and their concrete application in people's daily lives. Initiating flight mode. Before starting, please put your cell phone on Do Not Disturb or airplane mode, but keep the Wi-Fi activated. Avoid all sources of distraction during the experience. Make yourself comfortable. You can lie down if you want. If you wear glasses, you can take them off. For a better experience, I recommend using headphones and placing a scarf or mask over your eyes. This will help you focus 100% of your attention on the auditory stimuli of the exercise. Close your eyes and enjoy the journey that is about to begin. Entering alpha mode. Let's take a trip together to the Big Bang, to the precise moment when the universe was created. Our bodies are composed of the very elements created from that moment. We are part of this creative force, and as such, we will recover the creative capacity to find the solution to all our challenges. Think for a moment about a challenge you face as an entrepreneur in your work or daily life. It may be the ideation of a new product or service, the design of a new functionality, or some key feature or factor within a project that requires a new idea or a creative solution. It may be something that at first seems complex, but today you will realize that the solution was much closer and is more obvious than you thought. Today you will start the path to find the solution to all your challenges. Next, you're going to listen to my words as if they were your own thoughts. Now concentrate on your breathing, making it deep and steady. Take 5 deep, relaxing breaths, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's begin. Relax. Continue breathing normally, but deeply. Now, with each exhalation, expel the pain and tension accumulated in the body. With each inhalation, you take in all the energy around you. Relax even more. Now with your mind, you will go through and feel your whole body. Visualize, imagine and feel all your muscles relax completely. Relax the muscles of your forehead and face. Relax the jaw. Relax the muscles of your neck and shoulders. Release all tension. Relax your arms. Relax your legs. Relax your back muscles. Let your chest muscles relax completely so that your breathing remains pleasant, deep and regular. With each gentle inspiration, relax more and more. Now visualize, imagine and feel a bright light high above your head, inside your head. Let your mind choose the color of that light. Everything that this beautiful light touches, as it spreads through your body, all the tissues, organs and muscles, every fiber, every cell of your body will relax completely, freeing you from all pain and discomfort. And the light will accentuate your relaxation more and more. You already feel deeply relaxed and calm. Now feel and imagine the light spreading from the top of your head, down your forehead, behind your eyes, relaxing you even more. You see, feel and imagine the light spreading along your jaw, down your scalp, accentuating your relaxation. Now the light runs down your neck, completely relaxing your neck muscles, softening the inside of your throat, and you relax even more. Visualize, imagine, and feel the light, which relaxes and heals all the muscles, all the nerves, all the cells of your body, extending through your shoulders, down both arms, until it reaches your hands and each of your fingers. You see, feel, and imagine the light flowing through your upper back and chest. It enters your heart, which pumps the light through all the arteries and veins of your body. It reaches the lungs, which glow brightly. Now the light spreads down your spine, from the brain to the base of the spine, flowing through the entire nervous system until it reaches all the muscle and all the cell of the body. You are now deeply calm and relaxed. You feel a deep tranquility, a wonderful sense of peace. You see, feel and imagine the light spreads through the abdomen and hips, completely relaxing every muscle and every nerve. Now you see it sliding down your legs, all the way to the tips of your toes, until your entire body is covered and bathed in that intense and wonderful light. You feel very serene, very relaxed. Now visualize, imagine, and feel that the light completely surrounds your body, as if you were in a cocoon or a large sphere of light. The light protects you, relaxes your skin and muscles all over your body. You feel even more serene, more relaxed. In a moment, we will count backwards from 5 to 1. With each number, you will feel more and more serene, and your relaxation will be deeper and deeper. When we reach 1, you will find yourself in a very deep state of relaxation. Your mind will be freed from the limits of space and time, but you will be able to remember everything. 5. Let's start the journey. 4. You feel more and more serene and relaxed. 3. Deeper, deeper. 2. You're almost there. 1. You're deeply relaxed, but if you feel any discomfort, now or later, you're in full control. At any time you wish, you can end the meditation. Simply open your eyes, and you will immediately return to your normal state, in full control of all your psychological and physical functions, feeling wonderfully relaxed and rested. We continue. Visualize, imagine, and feel that you're slowly descending a beautiful golden staircase. At the bottom, there's an entrance with a very bright light. You feel completely relaxed and very peaceful. Walk towards the entrance, walk towards the light, knowing that your mind is no longer limited by time or space. When you cross the entrance, walking through the light, you will enter the time of no time. You have already crossed the entrance, the space-time horizon. You have entered the timeless time. You are inside a complete and absolute darkness, but you feel at peace. There is no time, no space, no matter, no energy. It is nothingness itself, before the everything. We are about to witness the birth of the universe, from the Big Bang to the present day. Now you see a very small, very bright point of energy, smaller than an atom, but it contains all the energy of the universe, and at this instant, you see a huge, massive, spectacular explosion. It is the Big Bang. At this precise instant, the energy expands in all directions and at increasing speeds. Such incredible amounts of energy and temperatures that matter is unstable. As fast as it tries to unite, it transforms back into energy. The universe continues to expand at great speed and is cooling very slowly. Now the first particles of matter are formed. They are the quarks, the basic pieces of the universe. Space continues to expand, and quarks begin to group together to form protons and neutrons. All the protons and electrons that exist and will exist were formed from this instant after the Big Bang. We see and feel the early universe, huge clouds of very bright plasma. It takes 300,000 years for the electrons to be captured by the nuclei of hydrogen and helium, forming the first atoms. The universe continues to expand in all directions, and light can now travel through the universe, which becomes transparent and dark, with clusters of hydrogen and helium gas clouds that will continue to form clusters of matter for 10 million years. After 100 million years, the centers of these clouds transform into stars as big as 100 suns. Now let's travel in an instant across the universe to see how this first generation of stars becomes sufficiently dense and hot inside and ignite their reactors to produce nuclear fusion. We choose a sun and we get inside. We feel its energy. This enormous sun consumes huge amounts of hydrogen and helium, and we see how the first heavy elements are created. Let us become aware that all the elements that exist in the universe were created in the heart of these stars. 3 million years go by, and the fuel of the star is consumed to such an extent that it collapses under its own gravity. It becomes smaller and smaller until it suddenly explodes, transforming into a supernova, shooting the new elements created inside it in all directions of the universe. Matter clumps together again, and a new generation of smaller stars is formed. Millions of these stars are attracted to each other by gravity and begin to move in spiral, forming the first galaxies. Now we see our Milky Way, made by 250 billion stars. We travel along it from the large black hole at its center outward, following one of the spiral arms, until we reach almost the end, where we meet our own sun. Its gravitational pull traps millions of meteorites whose irregular orbits intersect and collide. As they collide, they merge into larger and larger bodies, forming the planets of our solar system. We are now in the presence of the primitive planet Earth. On its surface, we see a sea of burning lava, enveloped in a gaseous cover of carbon dioxide. Now we see a huge meteorite arriving and hitting the Earth with such force that it detaches a part of our planet, which remains trapped in its own orbit, thus forming the Moon, our natural satellite. Time is passing. The Earth is already 100 million years old. Many of the meteorites that form the Earth contain water, which evaporates and binds with carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The entire planet is covered by thick, dark clouds. The greatest flood on Earth is unleashed. It rains and rains. It rains for millions of years. The result is a watery world with olive green seas due to the iron content and a reddish sky due to the presence of carbon dioxide. The surface is scorchingly hot. Time keeps passing. The Earth is already 500 billion years old. Increased submarine volcanic activity fractures the Earth's crust beneath the vast oceans, allowing water to enter the cracks in the molten lava. A mixture of very hot water and basaltic lava gives rise to a new type of rock, granite, which rises to form the first continents. Time passes and we begin a countdown. 4 billion years ago. In the atmosphere, there is still no oxygen, and molten lava is still pouring into the sea. Rain washes the chemical elements from the air, while the ultraviolet light from the sun cooks these elements into an organic soup. As lightning strikes the soup, we see something new, something amazing. A very special spiral-shaped molecule with a great talent. It is the DNA. It has the ability to replicate itself. We have just witnessed the origin of life on our planet Earth. 3.5 billion years ago. Cells learn to directly use the sun's energy in the process of photosynthesis, and life grows exponentially. 1 billion years ago, we have ocean, cyanobacteria, and sediment. Layer upon layer is formed, and these microorganisms transform into the first living structures, stromatolites. These rocky-looking mounds, almost a meter high, are the main inhabitants of the Earth. But the most important thing is the waste they generate: oxygen. This new gas, initially toxic to all life on the planet, gives rise to the ozone layer, protecting the Earth for the first time from the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays. life becomes unstoppable, so thriving that every drop of water is teeming with microorganisms. 800 million years ago, we see the first multicellular organisms. For a while they are just cells grouped together, but soon we see how they become specialized to perform different functions. First, the sea sponges. Some cells pump water through their structure, others filter food. Now also anemones with nerve cells and muscles, which allow them to bend and stretch, but they cannot yet move. 600 million years ago, we see a kind of flattened marine worm which developed a central nervous system and a primitive brain, a head with 2 light sensors. The first, eyes. It can recognize the direction and intensity of light and move freely. This worm interacts with the world in a very different way than previous beings. 500 million years ago, fish with cartilage, spines and teeth. 400 million years ago, a large part of the earth is covered with green, very rich in food. The first animals come out of the sea to feed on land. They are invertebrates, centipedes, scorpions and spiders. 370 million years ago, the first amphibians. Adaptation to the environment, simple lungs and a skin that retains the vital water. As they spend more time on land, new adaptations occur. They reproduce out of water and lay eggs. Reptiles emerge, then the large dinosaurs, and finally the first small mammals. 65 million years ago, a huge meteorite falls near the Gulf of Mexico. 65% of life dies, and the dinosaurs become extinct. Millions of years pass. Life begins to recover. We now have a warmer climate with tropical forests. Mammals of all sizes begin to predominate, with the ability to adapt to all climates. 7 million years ago, our first ancestors are born. 1.5 million years ago, Homo habilis emerges. We began to use tools and master fire. 80,000 years ago, cataclysms again. Only our ancestors from Africa survive. We are only 10,000 nomadic inhabitants. We stay only a short time in each place, only enough to hunt and gather food. We cross through Yemen to Malaysia and Asia. Far from the scorching sun of Africa, the skin becomes lighter. 74,000 years. A huge eruption in Sumatra, escaping from the ashes we populate Australia and Europe. 35,000 years. We begin to leave our mark. The most remote records of rock art are from this time. 25,000 years. We cross to North America through the Bering Strait, and the advance of the ice leads us to populate South America. 8,000 years. Agriculture and the use of iron spread. The great civilizations emerge: Babylon, Persia, Egypt, Greece, America, India, Sumatra, and China. Only 230 years ago, the first industrial revolution. Steam, machines and trains. Production and consumption soar. Big cities emerge: the internal combustion engine, oil extraction, and the use of electricity. The era of man subjugating nature, consuming more resources than the planet can regenerate. 130 years ago, the periodic table of elements was published, the same elements that we saw being created in the heart of our sun. Only 100 years ago, science discovered the existence of the electron, the atom, and its nucleus. 80 years ago, we discovered the existence of protons inside the nucleus. 70 years ago, we discovered the existence of neutrons. Only 30 years ago, we discovered the existence of quarks, the first elements formed after the Big Bang, at that precise moment when time began. Now let us take 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, as we become aware that we've come to the present moment. Now again, ahead of us we have a door, a portal that will take us to the year 2100. Let's walk through that light-filled door and come out on the other side. We are in our favorite cosmopolitan city on any given day in the year 2100. Exploring the city of the future, year 2100. You're very curious about what it's like to live in the future. You have lots of questions. Remember that you are not tied to your body, so you can float over the city and go to the place that you like or that catches your attention. Let's start by going to a downtown area, maybe an open-air shopping area, where you find a lot of people. You're already there. Take a deep breath and recognize the smells. Observe the surroundings in detail, the architecture of the buildings. Look at the people. What do they look like? How are they dressed? How do they get around? Do they use bicycles, cars, or public transportation? Are they shared, autonomous and electric? Do they go along streets, transparent tubes, or do they fly over the city? Now enter a shopping mall. Are they as you remember them, or are they very different? What businesses and brands do you see? What do people do in there? Are there window displays or screens? Are there dressed mannequins, robots, or holographic representations of the customers themselves? Are there salespeople? Are they avatars? Or are they all artificial intelligence interfaces interacting with the customers? What do people buy? You can also approach any person and talk to them. They can answer all your questions. Take all the time you need to walk around the place and look for the answers to your questions. Let's continue. Now let's go to a home. It's better if it's not yours. Let's see how a family lives in your favorite city of the future. Go to a building. See what the architecture is like, what the roofs and facades are like. Are they glazed? Is there a lot of greenery? Do you recognize solar panels or other energy-generating elements or structures? Enter the building and see what it looks like inside. How is it decorated? What objects do you find? Which ones are novel? Which ones catch your attention? You can take them in your hands and study them. Go through all the rooms, including the bedrooms, the kitchen, and the recreation areas, and take a good look at them. What do people do? What do they eat? How do they communicate? How do they entertain themselves? Are there screens, keys, or buttons? Or do people interact through voice, gestures, or thoughts? Take all the time you need to walk around and look for the answers to all your questions. Let's continue. Go to the living room and find a comfortable place to sit. Now sit down. Next to you, there's a communication and entertainment device. It can be a tablet, virtual reality glasses, or a brainwave decoder. Choose what is more comfortable for you to use. This device has access to the internet, the news, Wikipedia, or any other medium or way of sharing information used in the future. This is your chance to explore the most important events that happened until 2100. What are the headlines of the newspapers from the future? How have the world and national economies, technologies, jobs and society in general evolved? What is the state of our oceans and forests? What is the CO2 concentration? Is it below or above 400 parts per million? How is climate, biodiversity, and natural ecosystems doing? Can you see a healthy planet, or are we still struggling with climate crisis? Take all the time you need. Your greater perspective will allow you to understand what happened in all these years. Let's continue. You will soon return to the present moment. But first, I'm going to plant a seed in your mind, a germ that during the next 48 hours will grow and develop during the day and night, even while you sleep. With each breath, you will be closer and closer to finding the solution to the challenge you want to solve. In a moment, we're going to count from 1 to 5. When we get to 5, you will be fully awake, alert, and very rested. You will regain your individuality, but you will be more connected, empathetic, and perceptive of your environment and the challenges and opportunities around you. You will feel great. You will have full command of all your physical and mental functions. You will remember everything. 1. All the muscles, all the nerves of your body are completely relaxed. 2. You begin to wake up slowly. You're feeling good. 3. More and more awake and alert. 4. Almost awake, you're feeling great. 5. You're fully awake and alert. You feel extraordinarily well and eager to solve your next grand challenge. Welcome back. Let's use our creativity to build a future of abundance and regeneration.